Well, this is the day after the supplementary card. I didn't get any filming done on the course last night. I was just concentrating on playing a game, and I was running late, of course. So how did it go? Well, it was in a game of two halves, as an old football phrase goes. It's a game of two halves. So I played the first hole. Hadn't had any practice, just gripped it and ripped it, and I didn't have a fantastic drive, but I had a 5. The second hole I got a par, then I got 5s until the 6th hole. 6th hole's a fairly easy par 4, and I was off the back of the green in 2, chipped on. I was putting for a par, it lipped out, and then took another 2 putts to get it in the hole for under 12 inches, which is, so basically threw 2 shots away there. We were behind guys that were really slow, and it really affects my game. I don't know what you're like, but I hate being held up. So every single tee we were being held up. Now I don't know if these guys were visitors or I didn't recognise them. But they held us up, but they let us play through at the 6th, which was good. So I got a par at the 7th, which is a really difficult par 4, which is I think stroke index 3 on the course. Really difficult par 4, but I got a par there, really pleased with that. I think then a 5 at another long par 4, pleased with that. And of course the only par 5 we have in the course is the 9th, and I got a 6. I could have got a 5, but I got a 6. So I was quite pleased with that. By that time, we'd caught up with a 4 ball. We were slow, as they would be, of course. So we're getting held up again. So at the turn, I was out in 44, which I'm quite pleased with. But given that I'd 3-putted the 5th, which could have been a single putt, I was 2 shots worse off than I could have been. So I was 1 under my handicap, but I could have been 3 under my handicap. So playing good golf, hitting good shots. I think I had one bad shot on the front 9 that was awful. The rest were very good, fairly good. Then went on to the back 9 thinking, let's just keep it going. And I had my second bad shot on the back 9, which was my approach at the 10th, which I scudded probably 100 yards. It was awful. But again, walked off with a 5. The 11th, got a 5. I manufactured a 6 at the next hole, which is the 12th. And then the wheels were coming off the bogey at the 13th, which is stroke index 1. It's a long par 4. So I decided to take my 3-wood. I'd played driver at 10, 11, 12. But 11 and 12 hadn't had a great drive, so I thought I'll take my 3-wood, I can hit that straight, I'll keep it in play, I'll be okay. And of course I scuds it about 100 yards off the tee. It was a daisy cutter. Or I think I've heard the phrase worm chaser. Anyway, it wasn't a very good shot. My next shot wasn't very good. So I'm hitting 3. And I still haven't reached my mate's drive yet. So I'm kind of a bit annoyed. But I had a really nice 7-iron. I hit it to about 100 yards. Pleased with that. So I've got 100 yards, I think on the radar it was 95 yards to the pin. Pitch it my pitching wedge and scuds it. No very good shot. So I'm just short of the green. Walks off with a 7 at the end of that. So I'm beginning to think about my card now and thinking where can I score, which was a huge mistake. Should never have done that. Huge mistake. I'm going to have a coffee. So I was disappointed with that. Then I'm playing my favourite hole in the course, which is the par 3 14th. For some reason par 3s are my favourite, but this is my favourite hole in the course. 7 iron, middle of the green, and about a 12-foot putt for a birdie. Delighted. This is brilliant. In the next hole, good drive, really good second shot. My third shot is kind of uphill into the green, and I'm thinking, is it 7 iron, is it 8 iron, what am I going to do? The pin was cut near the front, and I was trying to be too cute, and I came up short. Walks off with a 6. Next hole is a par 3, which is a long par 3 from the white tees, about 177 yards. So I took a 5-wood, pulled it left, but was okay. Walks off with a 4, chips and 2 putts for a 4. Happy with that. 17th, gets a drive down the middle, and it goes in a big dip, and then it rolls, everything feeds to the right. So I was on the sort of right edge of the fairway, and I thinned a 6 iron into a greenside bunker. 2 shots to get out, because it was looking the worst possible bit of the bunker. I couldn't even go for the pin, I was trying to get just out. I gets out in 2, and I'm right on the edge of the bunker, because it kind of went in and rolled back towards me, but thankfully it never rolled back into the bunker. And of course, bunkers have no rakes, so nobody, you land as you land, you know. So I think I walked off with a 7 there. I think it was a 7. Anyway, it was a disaster. Then the last hole, played a good drive but went left. Played a really bad second shot, went about 6 yards. Okay, third shot, fourth shot, pulled it left of the green, chipped on 5th, and I sunk a 10-foot right to left across the hill putt for a 6. So I was delighted with that. At that point, I don't know what I've scored, but I don't think it's very good. But it was a back in 48. So out in 44, back in 48, so it was a 92. Take off my handicap, I was 3 over gross, so which should have kept me in a buffer zone, if there is such a thing as a buffer zone in a supplementary card, which I think is three strokes, if you're which would have brought me down to 18. We'll just need to see what the handicaps say, but there is a competition on Saturday I've got my name down for. Hopefully I'll play. I need to do a wife check on that one still. But one thing I'll say is I'm exhausted. My body is aching. I've had a knot in my shoulder the last few days, and this hasn't helped. And also playing at night, because I work a full day, even though I've got a desk job, so I'm working from home. I'm working all day, I'm looking after the kids as well, I'm doing chores around the house, and going out at 6 o'clock at night and playing golf isn't the best thing. I'm not fresh. Maybe that's got a bearing on my score, I don't know. But I was feeling a bit tired towards the end of the round, and that could be reflected in the scores that I shot. But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. But I'm disappointed I didn't score better on the back nine, because I was on a good game, and I'm disappointed that for a short period of time during the round I lost my swing. I just couldn't swing and hit the ball. So these are things I need to look at. My score needs to be better. I need to learn to score, and I think that's the key. Course management, being able to hit the shots that I can hit. Because I think when I look at other golfers who are maybe 6-7 shots less than me, they don't hit the ball as well as me, but they do something I don't do, which is score better. So these are what I need to work on. So just thought I'd give you an update on that. So thanks very much.